Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be in the world. You're watching the Tommy Temper Show. I'm Tommy Temper. We're coming to you live from right here, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And we've got the snowy elm-lined streets, and we're in the Crystal Gondola overlooking those streets. Dash and Grandma, good to see you in there. Good to see everyone in there today. And of course, this is Trudeau's big day. Well, actually, he was leaving Parliament there yesterday, doing his thing, and he's gone. And this is a new day. And in Canada, we're bringing in a new Prime Minister, Prime Minister Mark Carney, for the win, I guess, for the Liberal win. And yeah, it's actually a nice day. But we did get a little bit of snow yesterday. You can see we got a little bit of snow buildup outside here in Edmonton. And the birdies have been out there already pecking on the stuff on top of the lighthouse. And the wind has kind of died down a little bit. But we had quite a bit of a snowstorm here yesterday. And of course, it's stopped now. And it's looks like a nice sunny day out there. Actually
Looks
quite
beautiful.
nice. Well, I can't say it's nice because it's like minus 17 Celsius. So our temperature has gone from being above freezing to now where it's below freezing, like quite a bit below freezing. And everything had melted right down. There wasn't hardly any snow left except for where it was piled up. But now we're in that situation where we've got lots of snow again. But today's a big day because we're going to be signing in Mark Carney. The Mark Carney Day there today. And it's going to be the Carney Carnival, as we say here in Canada. Well, of course, if you're a Liberal, it's too cold. You got that right. It is very, very cold. And it is the time that we're going to be swearing in our new Prime Minister. That's what the big day is here today. So we're kind of waiting for that to happen.
Hey, Tommy, you're on early.
Yeah, we're up
Hi,
real
all.
early there today. Hey, let's hear what the chat has to say here for a little bit. We'll be back, but you guys just carry on there in the chat there. Actually, I'm going to be setting up the back end here where we've got the stream coming in from Ottawa. So let me just check in on that while we let you guys chat in there and listen to a bit of music or whatever. I don't know, whatever. Stand by. Probably get things rolling. Anyways, that's the view outside. Beautiful view. I have a beautiful view outside my window here in the morning, which you guys rarely see.
Supposed to be 105 F today.
Wow.
Really hot.
That hot? You're kidding me. Well, minus 17 Celsius here, so definitely freezy out there. Could freeze your fingers if you don't have gloves on or whatever. Not a great day out there today. Stand by. Get this set up here. Chrome 2.
Morning,
Okay,
you're
here we
early
have
today.
a bit of information on this whole thing.
I blame Harp.
Yeah, right, Harper. Yeah, people are saying there that a long time ago that the Canadians burnt down the White House, and people are saying here, oh, we're gonna do it again. Yeah, people are so mad in Canada, you know, with whatever is going on here. But yeah, really, honestly, it's gotten to be a little bit of a show, an S show, as they say, with what's going on with the with all of the tariffs and stuff like that. It's a little bit ridiculous. You know, I'm you know me. I like Trump. I like the fact that he's a guy that's like gonna make America great again. And I wish to hell that we had somebody like him in Canada here that's gonna make Canada great again, instead of just trying to fight tit for tat for whatever Trump is doing. And of course, what he's doing is not great for Canada. We know that much, we know that much for sure. But Yeah, I think that we have to move on and look at the new future. We're
You
in a new
like
world
Trump,
here.
so you want to become a state.
Hey, we got Soul Lender in there.
Hi, TT.
I think that's who that was there. Good to see you. Barbara in there. Barbara Budapest. Hey, nice to see you.
Americans need to learn respect and appreciation of their northern neighbors who they rely and depend on more than they want to admit.
Well, that's true, yeah. Yeah, but Brett, it's not good to be saying, yeah, we're going to burn down the White House again. I would never say that. So, I don't like to hear anybody saying that. We
GM
know
Tommy,
that
I
did
heard
happen in
Trudy
the past,
went to Vancouver to talk with K8NG was said in Rick's last night.
Not going to happen
Hunter Biden
again.
is back on the pipe. Sounds like Tommy wants to become an American.
Yeah,
we
right.
have no respect for abusers.
No,
DB
I don't want to
Bread
become
in the
an
chat.
American. Let me get this audio set up.
Say goodbye to health care.
Check. I just want to get the audio thing set up here. Yeah, when things start moving in the Parliament buildings there, I've got another feed set up here, and we've got that ready to go. Here it is here. So when things start happening, right now they're just talking about it, but when Carney
drop the original tariffs against America,
we'll bring more of this in here. But yeah, for the time being, they're just kind of talking
today
about
is Dan Bongino's last podcast as he joins second command at the FBI. So Tommy is ready to be the 51st state.
Well, I don't know if I want to be the 51st state.
How are you at Tommy Temper?
I think that Canada can do pretty well. Hey, Herman, good to see you. Hey, look at what it looks like out my window here. It's like, wow, beautiful day here. This is the morning in Canada, and we had a bit of snow there overnight, so you can see we're enduring the Canadian winter here still. It's not quite springtime yet.
That's nice.
This is maybe our
last
snowstorm of the year. They completely don't understand
the Geneva Conventions are written because of us. The Germans were afraid of Canadians in war. There is way not enough respect and acknowledgement. Art Carney was great and Harry and Tonto.
That's true.
Good morning, Tommy and everyone.
Good morning.
How do you love Trump when he's trying to take Canada? Do you drink early in the morning, Tommy?
This is Canada as we see it right here. And Soylent Low Milk in there. Hey, good to see you. How do you love Trump when he's trying to take Canada? You drink early in the morning, Tommy? I definitely don't like what's happening, with the tariffs, with the tit for tat, and with the big tariffs and this kind of stuff. But I think that the problem, part of the problem is Trump wanting something, and he's doing the same thing to other countries too, where he's putting tariffs up to bring the jobs back home, back to the States. Well, why don't we do the same thing? Put up tariffs and bring the jobs back home to Canada. Every country needs to do that to a certain degree. I would think, don't they? Bring all the jobs back home to where they need to be in your particular country. It's an S show all over the place. And until we actually have somebody
Trump
in
is
Parliament,
not creating jobs. LOL.
Like Carney is going to be sworn in, and
good morning,
and then
Tommy,
can have a
in
meeting
chat.
with Trump. Because
Hi,
so far,
Tommy in chat.
I don't know what leaders
Canada
actually
should have never had tariffs against the United States.
No leader of Canada.
Americans are going to learn the hard way when their products all go way up in price with Canada and the world boycotting U.S. products. They think it's a joke.
Happen. I heard today that the airlines are suffering because
Trump and Elon firing everybody is over.
You don't have as many
Judge
people
ordered
taking airline
everybody
trips
be
these
reinstated.
days either. So the airlines are.
So
are
how can
now.
you
That's
say you are
thing.
cool with Trump then? Serious question. Hi K9. Morning. Good news at Bob Swagger.
Well, I understand what Trump is
I'm
doing.
in hospital ABD.
I know what he's up to.
Canada will learn the hard way.
We need to have a leader that can negotiate with Trump, and right now we don't have one. Okay, that's been our problem.
K9.
Trudeau's been hiding. You guys know that. Trudeau's been hiding. He hasn't been doing a damn thing. He's just sulking.
That talk text thing is annoying AF.
He finally left. He took his chair out of the Parliament, and Trudeau is gone. Trudeau's gone. And now we've got Carney And Carney's being sworn in today, so that's the big news today. We'll catch him being sworn in Parliament there in Canada.
Oh no, K9.
So we'll see what happens.
Have you seen what the EU countries have happening with all the radical Middle Easterners there? Not pretty, and I fear China is next.
It's too late. We're already there, Nurse D. We're
At
already
K9,
here.
I hope you and yours are okay.
Look at the stories of, I can
Tommy
show you
Temper.
story after story after story.
Trudeau
in
got
Canada
another
here of how bad
powerful
it is.
liberal elected.
Like, it's ridiculous.
His job is done. And maybe there's some Americans out there that want to do more and then keep up with the Joneses and spend money constantly. K9, I am so sorry to hear that. Please take care of yourself. Can't see chat too good, no glasses. GM Leo GTSY. Get better quick, K9. I know you've been sick. Hope you feel better soon and can go home. No. Trump should be the one who negotiated. Make deals with Canada for maybe some cheaper oil. Invest in building infrastructure and get people working. That's how to make the US good again. At Nursity WTF is China. Effing weird. K9, I hope you are okay. Voted conservative on Tommy. It's time Canada steps up and does the same. Nursity. What Trump is doing is destroying US on the world stage, and making things way more expensive and difficult on their citizens.
Okay, this is
Your China the soil.
in Edmonton here. This is what we're seeing in Edmonton. So we've got a few wild animals outside there today. It's looking radical. Put your kitties away. Put your little doggies away on days like today. These guys here, they can survive at 20 below, but your little doggies might
goals are not wrong.
Survive.
It's how he does it. There are laws for a reason he is finding out. It won't matter once you're the 51st state, Tory.
Yeah, we better not. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I'm.
Wow.
Hey, borders change all the time. Canada is a country. We have our own
Hope
borders.
you feel better, K9.
We used to have our own culture, but now our culture is being so decimated by so many hyphenated
Beautiful,
Canadians
but yeah,
coming
most
in
domestic
here
pets are no match.
that I don't really see
China.
like a homogenous society here anymore. It's like,
You don't know WTF you're
East
talking
Indian
about
Canadian,
as usual at
you're,
Nursity.
Afro-Canadian, you're
GM Brett.
Caribbean Canadian, you're French Canadian, you're like, there is no such thing as this plain old Canadian except for me. I'm the only Canadian left in Canada. And Brett, maybe you too. You and I are the only Canadians left. Everyone else is a freaking hyphenated Canadian.
Penis ever. I think she was
they're all
pulling my
fighting
leg.
in the streets too. And you've got, and even in Africa, you've got different sectors of Africa. Like your, I don't even know the different, name a country in Africa. Well, there's
Tommy
a hyphenated
Temper is the
Canadian.
only white guy left.
It's like crazy. Yeah, I know. I'm the only white guy left in Canada here pretty well. Well, not that there were white guys here in Canada to begin with. Talk to Queenie about that. She knows all about that. But, yeah, at the end of the day, well, it is what it is. We are what we are. And this is the face of Canada
actually,
right here.
I do know, and that's what scary BC. Y'all are still asleep to the true understandings of the realities in your country.
This is
are
the
you
face
Canadian?
of the new parliament in Canada, okay? When you think of Canada, this is the face that you should be thinking of, okay? Just get this face in your mind. Brett, you could have been leading the country. You could have been in parliament. You should have voted. You should have been part of the Liberal Party.
Then
this could be you, Brett, instead of this
Quit
guy.
pouting about the 51st state thing. You may be 52nd if the proposed state of Jefferson is created first.
Remember
people
this
going
guy's
to die,
face
you
when you
idiots
think
keep
of
talking
Canada,
51st state crap,
Because
and
he's
it's going to be who is to blame.
One shot under
Canadians
Carney
aren't playing,
is this
and
guy.
Murricans really don't understand the resolve
And
or
you can't
strength
make
of
this
Canada.
crap up.
Tommy just verified what I said, and he's up there.
This is Canada's
MS.
new deputy
Once Canada is
prime
the
minister.
51st state, you'll get some real freedom and some representation in your government.
Like Vance
The
in the
true
States.
understandings of the realities in your country, LMAO.
This is Canadian.
At
This is
Nursity,
Canada's
Tommy
version
lies
of Vance.
and twists
okay?
everything.
This is our
Get a
deputy.
grip on reality.
Deputy Prime Minister right here. So just keep that face in your mind, okay? Because you can't make this shit up, honestly. What's the matter with people? Don't they know that, if they're in the public eye, they should at least look half reasonable?
Edward Cam, LOL.
Like, this is the Carney.
I was recently kicked off a flight just for sleeping. I sleep in the nude.
Oh, my God.
Morning, people.
It's like we're in bad shape now. Like, just even by the looks of the guy, you're like, what the hell? Did he just wake up and, like, he's spending his whole day looking like he just woke up in the morning? Like, at least comb your hair a little bit there, guy. Maybe get a haircut or something, for the job. If I was the prime minister or the deputy prime minister, I would comb my hair. At least look presentable, not looking like the Carney clown show. This is freaking ridiculous.
I'm not the one affected by your gov's poor choices, LOL.
Yeah, I know.
You are brainwashed at Nursity. No one listens to right-wing nut jobs except other right-wing nut jobs.
Unbelievable.
That man would be a better president than Trump.
Oh, man. Leo, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that, Leo. Leo Robustelli. I got to say your name.
I'm not a right or left wing, you tool.
Leo in there with the super chat. Thanks a lot, Leo. Big ups to you. Big ups to you there, bro. Appreciate that. First super chat of the day. This is going to be an epic day here.
Take care of your own dumpster fire down there at Nursity. Your government is destroying everything. He looks like a low-rent Woody Allen.
Yeah, low-rent
Wasn't
Woody
it the
Allen?
previous Liberal Minister of Transportation?
Yeah, that's about it, too. Woody Allen. Yeah, he does kind of look, now that you mention it, he does look a bit like Woody Allen. Oh, man. I wonder how old his wife is. Okay, just kidding. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, he was I think he was the transportation minister there, Brett. You're right. And now he's deputy prime minister. Apparently he's been put into that position there now. So, yeah, we'll just keep cutting him in here just for good measure there. Welcome to Canada. Welcome to Canada.
My president has stepped up. You need to drop to your knees in prayer for all the immoral crap you allow up in Canada.
It's crazy.
Serious question for Americans. How do you stand by and watch gov agencies like Medicaid/Medicare, vets, and Social Security on the chopping block and cheer for that? I'll wait.
Crazy. I know.
Hello, Penelope.
We're weird out here.
We don't want Canada as another state.
This morning. I just woke up.
It's poorer per capita than Mississippi.
So
it has a massive welfare dependency problem. Its people vote for socialist clowns like Trudeau. Dave LOL. The Liberal Transportation Minister was trying to get Vax Pass checkpoints set up in between provinces when we were literally at the border protesting. Immoral crap, LMAO.
Pretty much.
No, at Nursity, you're not a right-wing nut-up at all. At Bullets and Barbecue, I'll be in Johnstown again next week. Come on day and say hi. Wow, the crapola is running deep in here this morning.
And coming in here,
boom, there it is.
Check this story out here. This is American firm employing Mark Carney's wife.
Believing the BS Dems spew.
Receives huge contracts from the government of Canada. Look at this. The dirt is starting to come out. He's not even prime minister yet, Carney. And the dirt is coming out about stuff that his wife and him have been involved in. And how they've got contracts. These guys have been siphoning money out of Canada.
Serious question for Americans. How do you stand by and watch gov agencies like Medicaid/Medicare, vets, and Social Security on the chopping block and cheer for that?
Not good.
I'll wait. Mute. Carney is your new daddy. Soylent, exactly. We don't owe you anything.
Unfortunately. And here's...
Soylent, mute is a beautiful thing.
Check this out here. This is what it's like to
Facts
ride off transit in Edmonton. He's riding in the
Get
bus.
him off the bus.
Social Security is on the chopping block. Solve it. They are not on the chopping block. They are saving it. Dance would have you believe otherwise.
Get him off the bus. Fuck off. Get your phone yourself.
How do you stand by and watch your fellow Americans suffer when they don't receive their checks?
So that's riding the bus in Edmonton there, a little shot. Not the great thing. Not the greatest thing.
Nothing says American freedom and values like disappearing and deporting people for exercising free speech with no charges or due process. Hashtag stand with Khalil. Many Americans on Social Security have reported an increase in their check this month. Is it really that bad that we weed out people that are older than 250 years off of Social Security databases? So you're spreading a bunch of crap. Those services are not on the chopping block, they are being cleaned up. Who saved it at Shelly G? Rather watch Trump do Tesla commercials for his billionaire buddy President Elon.
Oh yeah.
Can't make
Yeah,
this
we
shit
saw
up,
the
LOL.
commercial in front of the White House.
Soil
there.
and spreading misinformation.
Quite something.
LOL. President Elon isn't cleaning anything up. He's chopping things off.
Yeah, you were talking about
Shelley,
that too. About
you need to quit
Europe.
drinking the Kool-Aid that your mango hero is serving.
In
Liberal media will tell you anything. Judge slaps Elon down. Rehire everybody, dumbass.
Paris, okay?
So ordered.
This is France.
That's why
Paris,
they have to keep rehiring people that they fire. ABD Biden did sales pitch for EV at WH. Y'all are funny at Tommy Temper. Good morning. It's about time Trump takes care of business and takes out the trash. They are pushing for everything to be privatized. They'll get richer, we'll get poorer.
Pretty much how it works.
Trump got trumped. Nursity he sucked to LOL. Are you the trash at Leo Robust LA? Trump is trash. Lousy liberals, illegally boycotting Tesla. There it is, THX Tommy. The Twitter guy is canceling government contracts, and appointing those contracts to himself. Like canceling Verizon in favor of his Starlink. That's called a conflict of interests. Not everybody.
I don't know. Pointing those contracts to himself, I don't know about that. How many contracts can you appoint to yourself with the government and get away with it?
What Brett said.
Hang on a second, might have something.
Republican, does that answer your question?
We'll wait till we see some action here. Or let's listen to this swearing in here.
Bonjour et soyez les bienvenus à Rideau Hall. Avant de commencer la cérémonie, j'aimerais vous informer.
Oh no!
Knit close to
Not
truth, Brett.
French, first thing.
How do you stand by and watch gov agencies like Medicaid/Medicare, vets, and Social Security on the chopping block and cheer for that? Even if they haven't been chopped yet. Not.
The ceremony will now begin with the entrance of the Clerk of the Privy Council and Secretary to the Cabinet, John Hannaford, the Secretary to the Governor-General, Ken McKillop, and the Assistant Clerk of the Privy Council, Jana Rinaldi. La cérémonie débutera maintenant avec l'arrivée du greffier du Conseil privé et secrétaire du Cabinet, John Hannaford.
Oh no, I hate these Canadian things because it's like we have to endure listening to it twice, once in a foreign language in French that I don't quite understand, and the other language, English, which I do understand. So sorry about that, listening audience, if you don't understand French. Fermez la bouche. And people are walking into the ceremony. All of the parliamentarians, people of power in Canada, people that are pissed off at Trump.
Good morning. Bonjour. To begin today's swearing-in ceremony, I invite you to please rise to welcome the ministers, ministers-designate, the Prime Minister-designate, and their Excellencies, the Governor-General of Canada, and Mr. Whit Fraser. Pour débuter la cérémonie, veuillez vous lever pour accueillir les ministres désignés, le Premier ministre désigné, et leurs Excellences, le Gouverneur général du Canada, et Mr. Whit
for the
Fraser.
Conservatives that didn't show up for the swearing in, or maybe what are they going to all file in there into the chairs right now? I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you, but they're making it seem like like it's the Queen of England or something showing up. Oh, it's Carney. the installed Prime Minister of Canada, that only a few people in his party, 150,000 people voted for Carney in all of Canada, and that's how he became Prime Minister. Worst possible case of installing somebody that we've ever seen. At Rideau Hall. There he is. That's Carney. Right there in the center of your screen.
Please be seated. Veuillez vous asseoir. Merci. Good morning, everybody. My name is Ken McKillop, and I'm the Secretary to the Governor General. I would like to welcome everybody to Rideau Hall today for the swearing-in of the 24th Prime Minister of Canada and the 30th Canadian Ministry. I'd like to take a moment to share with you a traditional activity that was initiated just prior to the beginning of the ceremony, the lighting of the hulik, a traditional Inuit lamp. This lamp is used in the north to bring light and warmth to the home. We light the hulik to mark important events such as today's ceremony. And we are grateful for the presence of Elder Canon Iga Addquote from Arctic Bay, who lit the hulik and will remain and maintain its light and warmth throughout the ceremony. Nakumik. J'aimerais maintenant inviter l'aîné algonquin Vernon McGregor à prononcer ces mots de bienvenue.
I hope he does. If he does, you know what? Carney could actually call an emergency and forego the election until like 2026, for God's sake.
Traditional unceded lands.
Is she the one that couldn't remember? She says, I never met Carney. I'm not sure who Carney is, but I'm going to introduce Carney.
I do have many openings for
originally?
Constituents in Ottawa here, but I always talk about the significance here because this is so special for us as Algonquin. We're known as the Mamaninawak, the nomads, and we're known for the birch bark canoe. And we would meet here in the summer prior to contact to talk about what's going on the land. But this confluence here is very special because it represents balance of the four directions, the four seasons, the four stages of your life. And so, and I find it interesting that Parliament and Rideau Hall and all the government headquarters are located here, because I think this is special too as well for leadership. And I'm honoring the new leader today too as well. And I was thinking about you today, so it's like the geese, and you have the head, the person at the head, Ganiganich, and they face the headwaters. And I think we're in for always challenges, but even more so today. So I'm going to honor you and all of you with a little opening prayer and thanking everybody. And so I say, miigwech, ojeni gashkito, chama maudose konshe nongo, mwame kakina niganich. Shwe mishnoni nabiges, miigwech onje kakina gagishen dan oje mamdege, nindekimenon. Shkai kikwejen kaso nindekimenon. We don't kakina pamasa je konje nagadawam dan kakina guchin in the kimenon. Mom de gay nishnabe ki make wet chonje kakina ete kijigo kizis to be kizis a shichinungshuk. We don't koninokamis nan on jay nagadawam dan kakina guchia nibi a shichinimashomsanan kizis on jay nagadawam dan kakina guchia pamasa je make wet chonje na sewen kakimishin chimino pamatsian on je. We don't go kakinan and Jinoan Daganak, Mishomsinan, the Gokistan, Shitidontinis, Oshe, Gomoche, the Bashkadagamak, Comishadinis, Wagoshe, a shit kakinan and Jinoan Daganak, and Wessi, Sak, Mitigog, Mijaski, Mashkiki, Kakina, Gagijendan. Kacheshquat, Negre de Semen, Kego Bejeman, and Doshich Kan, and Oshkush, Negre de Semen. We don't go kakina mom
Like,
de
really,
gay
honestly,
misna
I love
jig the
our
mog is a jig akus a jig kaye we me god with jig no gom
Indigenous
chuana
people.
ki watch chimino pamadzu watch me gwetch yeah me gwetch. I say miigwech 4 times to honor again the 4 directions, the 4 seasons, the 4 stages of our lives. We come from spirit and we return back to spirit. We come from the earth, we return back to the earth. And in my prayer, what I'm saying is, I'm thanking everybody to coming together here. And always a reminder to, as well, to look after the earth. Because again, one of the teachings is that we were all given the original instructions to look after the earth, because we all share the earth, we share the water, we share the air, and the fire of the sun, our internal fires. So that's why, again, Carney, the one in front, it has a big responsibility, and that's why we're having this ceremony today. So miigwech everybody, and have a good day.
Miigwech.
Merci.
We've heard
Merci.
Queenie say miigwech. That's Queen. Where's Queenie? Queenie should be watching this.
Thank you, Elder McGregor. Merci, Annie McGregor. Mr. John Hannaford, the Clerk of the Privy Council and the Secretary to the Cabinet, will now seek the Governor-General's consent for the administration of the Oath of Allegiance, the Privy Councillor's Oath, and the Oath of Office to the Prime Minister-Designate.
Excellency, the Prime Minister-Designate has accepted your invitation to form a new government and is prepared to be sworn in. Excellence, le Premier ministre désigné a accepté votre invitation de former le gouvernement et disposer à cette cérémonie.
To the moon.
The Prime Minister-Designate will please come forward to be sworn in. Le Premier ministre désigné est prié de s'avancer pour prêter serment. Mr. Mark Carney, Mr. Mark Carney.
Moi, Mark Carney, je jure fidélité et sincère allégeance à Sa Majesté le roi Charles III, roi du Canada, à ses héritiers et successeurs. I, Mark Carney, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty, King Charles III, King of Canada, his heirs and successors.
King of Canada? Wow, Canada has a king.
Moi, Mark Carney, je jure solennellement et sincèrement que j'agirai en fidèle et loyal serviteur de Sa Majesté le roi Charles III, en ma qualité de membre du Conseil privé de Sa Majesté pour le Canada. J'exprimerai fidèlement, honnêtement et en toute vérité mon sentiment et mon opinion sur toutes choses traitées, débattues et résolues en Conseil. Je tiendrai secret tout ce qui me confie ou révélé en cette qualité, ou tout ce dont il sera traité secrètement en Conseil. J'agirai en toutes circonstances comme il convient.
He's a globalist, this guy right here, Mark Carney. Careful. He's the biggest. He's the head, in my mind, the head of the globalists. While the only guy is maybe Schwab.
Servant to His Majesty King Charles III as a member of His Majesty's Privy Council for Canada. I will, in all things, to be treated, debated, and resolved in Privy Council, faithfully, honestly, and truly declare my mind and my opinion. I shall keep secret all matters committed and revealed to me in this capacity, or that shall be secretly treated of in council. Generally, in all things I shall do as a faithful and true servant ought to do for His Majesty. Moi, Mark Carney, je promets et jure solennellement et sincèrement qu'au mieux de ma compétence et de ma connaissance, j'écouterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs et je m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de Premier ministre. I, Mark Carney, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trust reposed in me as Prime Minister.
I would predict the same thing, Brett. Hey, I put a poll up, you guys. I put a poll up to who's going to be the new prime minister after there is an actual real election, not this bullshit thing that's going on here. This is the, for him to be sworn in here, this is a frickin' Trudeau ploy here. All this is pomp and bullshit, and he wasn't even elected in. Like, really, this is the most despicable thing that I've ever witnessed in my whole bloody life. Honestly, he should not be Prime Minister of Canada. We should have had an election to choose the party and the leader. There was no election. He should not even be there. All he is just Trudeau bowing out and him taking over for Trudeau because Trudeau went for a holiday. This is ridiculous. This is like a slap in my face as a Canadian, really, honestly, to see this happening. Really, Brett, what do you think? You think that he was installed, that this is a good thing for Canada? This is not a good look at all. This is the most bullshit thing ever that I've ever seen.
But they're also signing
shame on the Liberals for pulling this bullshit on us. Shame, shame, shame. Shame, shame, shame. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you, Trudeau, for pulling this bullshit, proroguing. Parliament we can't even talk about Trump. We can't even talk about him. There is no parliament. The parties can't get together and even say, what do we do? What do we do? Because these guys are pulling this shit, trying to put him into power, right? When he wasn't even voted in by me. I didn't say, oh, I want to vote for the Liberals and this guy. No. Sorry for ranting, everyone. But really, I'm steamed up over this, I'll tell you that. Like, never mind the Trump thing. This is like way, this is a Canadian thing where we're being hoodwinked by this guy who's a frickin', the worst part about it, he's not even a nice guy. He's a frickin' globalist. He's the guy that's behind the frickin' carbon tax, for God's sakes. We're pissed off with that.
Et maintenant que la gouverneure générale
a
a
share-out
signifié son
wherever you're seeing
approbation,
us. Share
nous
us out.
procéderons à l'assermentation du 30e Conseil des
thumbs up
ministres
and a share out.
canadiens.
We only got 16 thumbs
The
up. Come
ministers
on,
and
everyone.
ministers designate will please come forward
Let's
to
get
be
this
sworn
rant
in.
out there.
Les ministres et les ministres désignés sont priés de s'avancer pour prêter serment.
More French.
L'honorable Dominique Leblanc, ministre du Commerce international et des Affaires intergouvernementales et président du Conseil privé du roi pour le Canada, the Honorable Dominique Leblanc, Minister of International Trade and Intergovernmental Affairs and President of the King's Privy
International
Council for
trade.
Canada.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Moi, Dominique Leblanc, je promets et jure solennellement et sincèrement qu'au mieux de ma compétence et de ma connaissance, j'exécuterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs et je m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de ministre du Commerce international et des Affaires intergouvernementales
and
et
Canada is
président
losing,
du
but
Conseil
don't worry
privé
because
du
we
roi
took bourbon off
pour
of
le
the
Canada.
shelves in Ontario.
I, Dominic LeBlanc, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers
Sandy, you
and
should be worried
trusts
too that
reposed in
that
me
we're running our
as
country like
Minister of
this. It's a little
International
Pol
Trade
Pot
and
frickin' regime.
Intergovernmental Affairs and President of the
we're
King's Privy
we're
Council
taken over
for
by the Liberals and we're being hung out to dry. And we can't do a damn thing about Trump because the Liberals are pro-government. We can't even talk about it. Can't do a damn thing about it. We need to call an election. They haven't even called an election. They put this guy, they put look at, they're swearing Carney in. They haven't even called an election. It's like, oh, let's put him in so he can be prime minister for a couple of months with his smirky smile there and then kick him to the curb after that, okay? Please, please. We don't want globalists in our government. Carney's a globalist. And look at Trump. Trump said, hey, we don't want to have anything to do with the climate accord, right? Trump is smart. Meanwhile, this guy here, he's behind the climate accord. He's the one that's
Mélanie Joly, ministre des Affaires étrangères et Développement international, n'est pas en mesure de se joindre à nous et se assermenter prochainement cet après-midi. The Honourable Mélanie Joly, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Development, is unable to join us this morning.
Sandy, you can't say one person is smarter than somebody else. Quit it.
Maintenant, l'honorable François-Philippe Champagne,
What, you're
ministre
smarter
des
than
Finances.
somebody else,
Honourable
Sandy?
François-Philippe Champagne.
There's nobody
Minister
smarter
of
than you?
Finance.
There's nobody smarter than Carney? It's not a matter of being smart. Look at, I'll tell you. In this world, you don't have to be smart, okay? You have to be intelligent.
Je promets et jure solennellement et sincèrement qu'au mieux de ma
And being
compétence,
intelligent,
ma connaissance, j'exécuterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs et je m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de ministre des Finances.
and being intelligent,
François-Philippe
yeah,
Champagne,
apparently
do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear
doesn't,
that I will truly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge execute the powers and trust reposed in me as Minister of Finance. Thank you. Prime Minister.
Remember, Sandy? We're all equal. Nobody's smarter than anybody else. We're all equal. Remember? Equality. Forget about that.
There it is.
Is that it? Colette, thanks for the super chat. Colette, big ups.
The Honourable Indira Anita Anand, Minister of Innovation, Science and Industry. Honorable Indira Anita Anand.
Catwoman, will you never learn?
Ministre de l'Innovation, des Sciences et de l'Industrie.
Quack in there. Good to see you, Quack.
I, Indira Anita Anand, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Innovation, Science and Industry.
Wow. Wow!
Moi, Indira Anita Anand, je promets et jure solennellement et sincèrement qu'au mieux de ma compétence et de ma connaissance, j'exécuterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs et je m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de ministre de l'Innovation, des Sciences et de l'Industrie.
Very good, very good. That's because she doesn't speak French all that well, but oh well. Photo op. Where's the song for this Canadian swearing in? Here it is. Oh, yeah. There you go. If you know there's one place that you can hear it the way it really is, well, this is you've come to the right place. We're going to tell you the way it
William
is here.
Sterling Blair, Minister of National Defence.
No bullshit.
William Sterling Blair, Ministre de la Défense nationale.
Blair. Oh no. I think he's the one that was in charge of making the Proud Boys a terrorist group.
William Sterling Blair, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear
that was his
that
portfolio
I will
at one time.
faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of National Defence.
Oh, now he's in charge of national defense. I like the way he didn't even say it in French. Two big thumbs up on that one. See? He's like poo-pooing the French part of it. Watch carefully. We're learning about these people. Minister of Defense. Well, hang on. You better first thing, watch out for Trump because he's trying to take over Canada. So if you're worried about who's in charge of Canadian defense and Trump taking over 51st state, well, Blair is his last name.
The Honourable Patty Hajdu, Minister of Indigenous Services. L'Honorable Patty Hajdu, Ministre des Services des Autochtones.
What?
I,
Indigenous
Patricia Hajdu,
Services.
do solemnly and sincerely promise and declare.
Well, come on,
that I
at
will
least
truly
put somebody
and
in that's
faithfully, and to the
Indigenous.
best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and
Maybe
trusts
she is
reposed in
Indigenous.
me as Minister
Excuse
of
me if
Indigenous
she's not,
Services.
or if she is, rather.
Moi, Patricia Hajdu,
But she
je
doesn't
promets
seem
et déclare
Indigenous.
Solennellement et sincèrement.
At least,
Au mieux
you
de
know,
ma compétence
at least
et de
give
ma
a, you know, somebody like Queenie in there.
loyalement
Queenie, you could
et
be in
fidèlement
charge
les
of the
pouvoirs
Indigenous
et je
Services.
m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de ministre de service aux Autochtones.
Somebody that at least says Miigwech or something, you know? I don't know. If I was an Indigenous person, I'd be going, what? That's my representative? Are you kidding me? It's a bunch of white people running the frickin' show. What's going on here? We need a few more ethnicities in there. Well, actually, there was the lady there. I think she was East Indian there. So, yeah, actually, they're doing a little bit of, equity type of DEI hiring there, it appears. So, kudos on the Canadian government for that. Kudos on the Canadian
Minister of
government.
Energy and Natural Resources. Honorable Jonathan Wilkinson, Ministre de l'Énergie
Oh my
et des
God.
Ressources Naturelles.
I, Jonathan Wilkinson, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Energy and Natural Resources.
Oh, he's the guy that's shutting down oil sands. Okay.
Solennellement et
Remember that guy.
sincèrement, qu'au mieux de ma compétence et de ma connaissance,
Shutting down pipelines. Shutting down oil.
Loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs.
Shutting down
et je
energy.
m'acquitterai des
Making
responsabilités
Canada
qui m'ont été
poor
confiées en
country.
qualité de ministre de l'Énergie et des Ressources naturelles.
Shutting in our natural resources to save the planet. That's the liberal way. Maybe Blair can't speak French all that well. Should be able to. I think I've heard him speak French. Look at photo op. Very natural looking. I don't think that Pierre Poilievre is worried at all.
L'Honorable Ginette Petitpas-Taylor, Présidente du Conseil du
Or
Trésor.
Poilievre.
The Honorable Ginette Petitpas-Taylor, President of the Treasury Board.
Treasury Board. Money, 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 money. Money.
Moi, Ginette Petitpas-Taylor, je promets et jure solennellement et sincèrement qu'au mieux de ma compétence et de ma connaissance, j'exécuterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs qui m'attireraient des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de présidente du Conseil du Trésor.
What? What did you say?
I, Ginette Petitpas-Taylor, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skills and knowledge, execute the powers and trust reposed in me as President of the Treasury Board.
Treasury Board. Our money. He's in charge of all of our money in Canada. That we don't have any. We're all out of money. Mulrooney. I don't know about Mulrooney. What do you mean, tell you about Mulrooney? Hey, come on. We're trying to sign in the new Carney here. It's a Carney show today. What do you think of that hairdo? Very retro. Reminds me of back in the days of 007 and the Spies.
L'honorable Stephen Guilbeault, ministre de la Culture et de l'Identité canadienne, Parc Canada et lieutenant du Québec. The Honorable Stephen Guilbeault, Minister of Canadian Culture and Identity, Parks Canada, and the Quebec Lieutenant.
Oh, this guy's despicable. He's already been in government long enough, Guilbeault. And, yeah, he should have been turfed out of government a long time
Moi,
ago.
Stephen Guilbeault, je promets et déclare solennellement et sincèrement qu'au mieux de ma compétence et de ma connaissance, j'exécuterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs et je m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de ministre de la Culture et de l'Identité canadienne, par Canada et lieutenant du Québec.
No problem speaking French there. He's French.
I, Stephen Guilbeault, do solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that I will truly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Canadian Culture and Identity, Parks Canada.
What was he the
Quebec
minister of in the Trudeau government previously? Because he's now being, all these people are being repurposed, right, is what's happening. That's what you're seeing here. That's why they're being sworn in as new components of the government. Sheriff Nova. Why are Canadians allowing this to happen? Exactly. Sorry if you're French.
The Honourable Chrystia Freeland, Minister of Transport and Internal Trade.
I'm just sort of,
Chrystia Freeland, Minister of Transport,
as an English-speaking Canadian, being a little more abusive towards the French language on the show here, but we love everyone.
I, Chrystia Freeland, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Transport and Internal Trade.
She used to be the finance minister. Did such a crap job that now she's being demoted to transportation minister. She actually ran for to be prime minister, and she lost. She only got 3% of the vote. You know, the weirdest thing about this is she only got about 1,000 votes in the election. I think it was rigged. How the hell can she, running for Prime Minister of Canada, only get 1,000 votes to become the Prime Minister of Canada? You know, people are saying this election was rigged. It's like everyone that ran against him got only about 1,000 votes, and he got literally 150,000 votes. What the hell happened with that election? Like the whole thing had to be rigged. But regardless, we don't care if it was rigged or not, because it's the Liberals doing it upon themselves, right? They make themselves look bad for what they did. And really, they pissed off, what they're doing here right now pissed off the entire country. If you're a Liberal, you don't give a shit. It's like, it's like what the Democrats did in the States, right? What the Democrats did in the States, that's pretty much what happened here in Canada. You had this Carney guy getting installed here.
Minister of Health.
We should have called an election. No election. Even to this point, right now, no election is being called yet. They're just installing everyone here.
I, Gamal Kara, do solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trust reposed in me as Minister of Health. Thank
you. You're right, Robert. She never would go. Well, she didn't get in. She was too close to Trudeau, right? Yeah, but the problem is that even in her own riding, come on, with all of her friends and everything else, she should have gotten more than, I think it was in her own riding, she only got like a less than 200 votes or something ridiculous like that. Like, there's a lot of stories on on the election and how fishy it is or was. Bullets, don't do that in the chat. Don't. No calling down if anyone else in the chat, please. Bullets.
The Honourable Gary Anandasangri, Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada, and Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations and Northern Affairs.
Or give a timeout if somebody's short timeout if somebody's abusing somebody else.
Ministre des Relations couronne autochtone et des Affaires du Nord.
I'm not going to monitor the chat, please.
I, Gary Anandasangri, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trust reposed in me as Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada, and Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations and Northern Affairs. As Minister of Justice, I will see that the administration of public affairs is in accordance with the law. As Attorney General of Canada,
do your own research,
the Constitution, the rule of law,
I'm not trying to
the independence of the judiciary
confuse anybody
and of the prosecutorial function.
With misinformation. And if I do give you any misinformation, please correct me. Don't just say, oh, I'm just a blanket statement like that. I think he will call it an early election, but Robert, he doesn't have to. He can call an emergency because of what Trump has done. And just the same as Zelensky, you know how there hasn't been an election in the Ukraine? Since he called an emergency there, he just keeps riding it, right? Well, the same thing can happen here. Carney can call an emergency and go, yeah, we got to look after everything here and ride that as long as he wants to until maybe 2026 even, right? He can actually do that.
De droit et l'indépendance de la magistrature et de la fonction de poursuite.
Yeah, Bullets, you said it right there. No picking on Brett, Bullets. I know, it's easy for you to do. It's easy for everyone to pick on somebody else, but please don't pick on anyone. But on the other hand, don't put stuff in our face either, right? Whatever's going on. Well, good. Just correct me. If I say something wrong or you disagree with it, that's what chat's all about. Absolutely.
The Honourable Richie Valdez, Chief Government Whip. L'Honorable Richie Valdez, Whip du Chef du Gouvernement.
I saw the Ukraine was bombing into Russia there, big bombings into Russia there a couple days ago. Hit some apartment buildings and everything.
Mabuhay.
Let's hope they have a...
I, Richie Valdez, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Chief Government Whip. Moi, Richie Valdez, je promets et jure solennement et sincèrement que mieux de ma compétence et ma connaissance, j'exécuterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs et je m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de whip en chef du gouvernement.
It's the crying whip. There you go. Boo-hoo. Tears of joy. Yeah, exactly. Not much of a whip. We need the noise. Hang on.
L'Honorable Stephen Garrett McKinnon, Ministre de l'Emploi et des Familles. The Honourable Stephen Garrett McKinnon, Minister of Jobs and Families.
Moi, Stephen Garrett McKinnon, je promets et jure solennellement et sincèrement qu'au mieux de ma compétence et de ma connaissance, j'exécuterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs et je m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de ministre de l'Emploi et des Familles. I, Stephen Garrett McKinnon, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Jobs and Families.
Jobs and families. That's important.
L'Honorable David Joseph McGuinty, Ministre de la Sécurité publique et de la Protection civile. The Honorable David Joseph McGuinty, Minister of Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness.
Uh-oh. He's the guy that's going to call in the emergency. McGuinty. Emergency, emergency. Trump.
Moi, David Joseph McGuinty, je promets et jure solennellement et sincèrement qu'au mieux de ma compétence et de ma connaissance, j'exécuterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs et je m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de ministre de la Sécurité publique et de la Protection civile. I, David Joseph McGuinty, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and the trusts reposed in me as Minister of Public Safety and Emergency Preparedness. Thank you very much.
Emergency. And baby, it's cold outside. It's cold outside. In Canada. We need our oil, right? We need our heating. We don't need a carbon tax. Carney. Stock up on beer.
The Honourable Terry Duguid, Minister of Environment and Climate Change. Honourable Terry Duguid, Minister
of
Environment.
Do good. Climate change, do good. Yeah, that's a good one. Do good on climate change. Hey, it's Dougie Do Good.
I, Terry Gordon Duguid, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Environment and Climate Change.
Oh, we actually have a...
Terry Gordon Duguid, je promets et jure solennellement
Environment of Climate Change. I call bullshit on that one. Wow. You know, this liberal government here, you know, we got to get rid of this portfolio of climate change right now. Like turf this guy right out of there. What does he know about climate change? He's, of course, Carney is like smiling on that one, going, yeah, great. Oh, yeah, there he is right there. Yeah, do good. Yeah. We need more climate change activists. Yeah. Okay, great. Great for the country when all we do is worry about taxing the hell out of everyone to save the climate. Meanwhile, China is like building more coal plants that we shut down. We shut down our coal plants in Alberta. Cost us $2 billion, and we're still paying the interest on the $2 billion loans to shut down the coal plants here in Alberta to pay out the contracts of those coal companies early for no good reason. Meanwhile, they're burning coal in China. Kicking it in the teeth here. We're being kicked in the teeth.
The Honourable Nathaniel Erskine Smith, Minister of Housing, Infrastructure and Communities. L'Honourable Nathaniel Erskine Smith, Ministre du Logement, de l'Infrastructure et des Collectivités.
Sandy, are you quoting those Liberal polls again? You can't trust the polls, Sandy. I hope you know that. Polls are polls are polls. I'll show you a poll, okay, Sandy? I'll show you a poll.
I, Nathaniel
it shows the Conservatives
Smith,
ahead.
solemnly
So
and sincerely promise and declare that I will
sentiment to
truly
the
and
people.
faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Housing, Infrastructure and Communities.
Oh, and there is no housing because Trudeau brought in too many immigrants, and now we don't have enough housing for all the immigrants. So, wow. Good luck on building enough houses for all of the people now. There's way too many people living in Canada, not enough houses. Anyone in Canada will agree with that. Even Sandy. Even Sandy would say, yeah, Trudeau screwed up by bringing too many immigrants into Canada, and now we're suffering the consequences. Sandy, I would agree with you on that one. Yeah, I'll show Sandy the poll.
L'Honorable Rachel Bendayen, Minister de l'Immigration, des Réfugiés et de la Citoyenneté. The Honourable Rachel Bendayen, Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship.
You know, polls are polls are polls. You can't trust polls. Only votes count. But yeah, I'll show you a poll.
Rachel Bendayen, je promets et déclare solennellement et sincèrement qu'au mieux de ma compétence et de ma connaissance, j'exécuterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs et je m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de ministre de l'Immigration, des Réfugiés et de la Citoyenneté. I, Rachel Bendayen, do solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship. Thank you.
Immigration and citizenship. They threw her in now as the face of that to be able to take the heat for everything. Oh yeah, here's the poll right here. Okay, this is a poll that I put up on Facebook, and this got shared out to 55 shares so far on Facebook. So you're welcome to vote on this, Sandy. The poll is up on a Facebook group called Canadian News Now. Sandy, go over to Canadian News Now on Facebook. And here's the poll. I'll put it up here.
The Honourable Elizabeth Pierre, Minister of Veterans Affairs and Minister responsible for the Canadian Revenue Agency.
Moi, Élisabeth Brière, je promets et déclare solennellement et sincèrement qu'au mieux de ma compétence et de ma connaissance, j'exécuterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs et je m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en qualité de ministre des Anciens combattants et ministre responsable de l'Agence du revenu du Canada. I, Elizabeth Brière, do solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that I will truly and faithfully, and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Veterans Affairs and Minister responsible for the Canada Revenue Agency.
Okay, check out this poll, Sandy. Here's the poll. See that poll? I voted Conservative. You can see that dot on Conservative there. There's that poll. 9% Liberal, 83% Conservative, 1% NDP, and whatever. and PPC in there. Of course, PPC is not going to get in, but Conservatives show on my poll 83%. What do you think of that poll, Sandy? Huh? And this poll has 55 shares, 7.3 thousand poll reach with 1,200 votes on this poll. Okay, 1,200 votes so far on this poll. And go ahead, share it to your liberal groups and whatever. See if you can get more liberal votes in there, but they're not happy.
And to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts.
And look who's running the country, the liberals. These guys are all being swept into power. Carney's the prime minister. What, 9% of the vote here on my poll? Definitely, there's a lot of people that don't like the liberals in Canada. And I missed what she's all about. So, Sandy, go vote on that poll. Canadian News Now is the Facebook group. You'll find it. You'll like the group, too. It's not my channel vote. It's not my channel poll. Got nothing to do with my channel. It's a Facebook poll, and it's being shared out to 55 different groups on Facebook. So go share it out on Facebook to get it out to whoever you want. Okay. Yeah, stay off my poll. Let everyone in Canada vote.
I, Ariel Kaibaga, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, King of Canada, his heirs and successors. Moi, Ariel Kaibaga, je jure fidélité et sincère allégeance à Sa Majesté le Roi Charles III, Roi du Canada et ses héritiers et successeurs.
What is she? That she's swearing to the king.
I, Ariel Kaibaga, do solemnly and sincerely swear that I shall be a true and faithful servant to His Majesty King Charles III as a member of His Majesty Private Council for Canada, and I will in all things be to be treated, debated, and resolved in private council faithfully, honestly, and I truly declare my mind and opinion. I shall keep secret all matters committed and revealed to me
Sandy,
in this capacity.
The point is all polls are rigged. All polls are, you know, if I could pull numbers for wherever I wanted if I was a pollster in Canada. Sandy, you know that and I know that. My poll's not rigged though. My poll is just a poll. So go share it out into all your liberal groups to get more liberal votes, I guess. What else can you do?
En ma qualité de membre de conseil privé de Sa Majesté pour le Canada. J'exprimerai fidèlement, honnêtement,
so here is the tie to the king, to
sur toute chose traitée, débattue et résolue en conseil. Je craindrai secret tout ce qui me sera confié ou révélé en cette qualité, ou tout ce dont il sera traité secrètement en conseil. J'agirai en toutes circonstances comme il convient à un fidèle et loyal serviteur de Sa Majesté. I, Ariel Kaibaga, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as the leader of government in the House of Commons and the Minister of Democratic Institutions. Moi, Ariel Kaibaga, je promets et jure solennellement et sincèrement qu'au mieux de ma compétence et ma connaissance, j'exécuterai loyalement et fidèlement les pouvoirs et je m'acquitterai des responsabilités qui m'ont été confiées en ma qualité de leader du gouvernement de la Chambre des communes et ministre des institutions démocratiques. Merci.
Leader of the House. I don't know, Sandy. We'll see what happens, you know. I know you're hoping that the Liberals will win the election. Well, you know, the election will tell. Polls are polls are polls. You know, you can find a poll where the Liberals are ahead, and I can find a poll where the Conservatives are ahead. And I believe that the polls are actually showing the Conservatives are ahead. Even the mainstream polls are showing that. Although there are a couple of them that are really pro-Liberal. So, you know. Obviously, you're going to latch on those. 69 in the house. Give us a thumbs up. We only have 23 thumbs up. How come? Come on, you guys. Let's share that stream out. 69 people watching? Come on.
Cody Blois, Minister of Agriculture and Agri-Food and Rural Economic Development.
How's the canola?
Ministre de l'Agriculture,
how's the canola deal going along there, where the China said that they're not too much interested in our canola anymore because of our 100% tariff on the electric cars in China. We're not able to sell our product.
I, Cody Douglas Blois, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, King of Canada, his heirs and successors. I, Cody Blois, do solemnly and sincerely swear that I shall be a true and faithful servant to His Majesty King Charles III as a member of His Majesty's Privy Council for Canada. I will in all things be treated, debated, and resolved in Privy Council, faithfully, honestly, and truly declare my mind and my opinion. I shall keep secret all matters committed and revealed to me in this capacity, or that shall be secretly treated of in council. Generally, in all things, I shall do as a faithful and true servant ought to do for His Majesty.
Agriculture.
I, Cody Douglas Blois, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that I will truly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge execute the powers and trust reposed in me as Minister of Agriculture and Agri-Food and Rural Economic Development. Thank you very much. Leave this with you.
Okay, we need a few sound effects in here.
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Ali Assassi, Minister of Government Transformation, Public Services and Procurement. Ali Assassi, Ministre de Transformation du Gouvernement, des Services Publics et de l'Approvisionnement.
We're trying to produce stuff for the world. ARV, big ups to you.
I, Ali Cyrus Assassi, do declare that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, King of Canada, his heirs and successors.
Minister of Government Transformation. What the hell is that? What's the government going to transform into?
I shall be a true and faithful servant to His Majesty King Charles III as a member of His Majesty's Privy Council.
Don't flub up on this, okay?
I will,
You've had a lot of time to practice.
Debated and resolved in Privy Council, faithfully, honestly, and truly declare my mind and my opinion. I shall keep secret all matters committed and revealed to me in this capacity, or that shall be secretly treated of in council.
Ooh, he's the...
Generally, in all things,
what is
I
that transformation government? He's like in charge of secrets?
For His Majesty.
He's in charge of everything secret in Canada. Shh! Don't talk about it. We're transforming.
I, Ali Cyrus Assassi, do solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that I will truly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trusts reposed in me as Minister of Government Transformation, Public Services, and Procurement.
Procurement. Just make sure you don't buy anything American, okay? And keep it a secret. Don't tell anyone. We're in trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. That's Canadian Parliament. There's our song. I'll keep playing that over and over, okay? What's going on here? Tommy Temper, you're so disrespectful.
The Governor General, the Prime Minister, and the Clerk of the Privy Council will now sign the oath books to formally witness the swearing in of these ministers.
I'm swearing at them. They're swearing in, but I'm swearing at them. Go ahead, chat. You can swear at them too. Be my guest. Remember, this is a fun show. I'm not trying to educate anyone, Sandy, and I'm not trying to spout misinformation either. This is just a fun broadcast, a fun show. It's all about fun. I'm not trying to educate anyone. I'm not trying to make anyone a better person. I'm trying to make you a worse person more than anything, probably. So don't be putting me down for something that I say when I'm just sitting here having fun. Okay. So Sandy, you can educate people in the chat. Okay, no problem. Where's Lion? Lion roars. How come he's not in here? Your buddy. Quack is in there over at the shop. Good to see you, Quack. Red Mama in there. To see OG Abbott is in there.
Please join me in congratulating the ministers.
Transfer of power. Mark Carney's wartime cabinet. It's a wartime cabinet. Oh my. It's wartime in Canada. We're in trouble. We're in war, apparently. See, this is the Canadian government that's putting the wording up there, wartime cabinet. Apparently, we're in war with the United States at the moment. It's an economic war. And this is the wartime cabinet that they put in to go against Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
Merci, thank you. The Governor General will now entrust the Great Seal of Canada to the custody of the Registrar General of Canada. Le Gouverneur Général confiera maintenant le Grand Sceau du Canada à la garde du Registre Général du Canada.
24th Prime Minister.
Forward.
I like the pantsuit. Of course, you can't hear. And what's she saying? She's saying, like, Vive le Québec! I think that's what she said. I'm not sure. You should be wearing a red pantsuit.
I now invite Métis
liberal.
Elder Vito Westlake to offer
Red is
closing
liberal
words.
in Canada.
J'invite maintenant Aîné Métis Vito Westlake à prononcer des
See
mots
if
de
you
clôture.
red ties there. That one lady's wearing a red outfit. Oh! Oh, look who! She did show up.
Kidding. We'll close with a prayer of gratitude.
No! No prayer of gratitude. We're not happy about this. This is bullshit. Come on.
Democratic processes that have provided us with strong leadership, a new Prime Minister, and a new Cabinet. We acknowledge and express gratitude for Canada and the Canadian values that sustain all of us, that provide us with freedoms within these
You've been brainwashed, lady, by watching too much CBC television.
We acknowledge and express gratitude for the Indigenous peoples of Canada who have always been the caretakers and protectors of our lands and waters.
That's true.
And who, generation after generation, have welcomed newcomers to their territories and provided them with a place of safety, security, and peace.
Very nice.
We acknowledge and express gratitude for the ongoing commitment of Canadians to one another, to provide each other with necessities in times of need, for our commitment to education, social supports, and health services for everyone. We thank you also for the inclusivity of our cultural mosaic and our ongoing commitment to fight racism and discrimination wherever we find it.
Got to bring in racism into the whole thing.
For our children, our families, and communities.
I don't think that we need to
We
call.
thank you for all
Like, what do you
those
do?
who
Wake
work
up every day to
tirelessly to ensure
see
that
who
our
you can call a
borders, our waters,
racist?
and lands
Come on,
are healthy,
that's the liberal way.
protected, and that we are safe. We thank you for those who work tirelessly in the areas of climate change and
climate change! Oh my God, we don't want to hear
As we
about
welcome
climate
you,
change.
Prime Minister, and a new cabinet, we
Throw it
ask
under the
that you
bus.
guide their steps and those of all of us in the days ahead, as we work for the well-being of Canada and Canadians, and for the well-being of our lands, waters, and the living beings living with us here on these, their traditional territories. We ask that our circle be strong, that our nation be healthy, strong, safe, and secure.
That I agree with.
Chi miigwech for all that you have given
Miigwech.
us. Merci.
You know, I do agree with the whole thought process there of being welcome, and that she's very welcoming to everyone else in Canada. Some of what she said, though, obviously is political rhetoric.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever si vous le pouvez et vous joindre à Michel Cartier pour chanter l'hymne national. Et veuillez demeurer à vos places pour le départ de leurs excellences, du Premier ministre et des membres du 30e Conseil des ministres. Merci de votre participation à cette cérémonie today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here today. Will you please rise if you are able to join Michael Carty in singing of the national anthem today? And following the anthem, please remain at your places for the departure of Their Excellencies, the Prime Minister, and members of the 30th Canadian Ministry.
Watch them sing.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true
Which version are they going to sing?
in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits, et ta valeur de foi trempée protège.
Oh, it's the English-French version. And therein we have the swearing in of Mark Carney. Mark Carney, the 24th Prime Minister of Canada, not voted in by Sandy Foster, not voted in by Tommy Temper, not voted in by Brett Boyle, not voted in by CJ or Queenie or anybody else over here, only voted in by 150,000 members of the Liberal Party. Such a sham. This is a sham Prime Minister, basically installed by his party, by the Liberal Party, installed as the Prime Minister of Canada by the Liberal Party, not voted in by by Canadians en masse. We have not seen any kind of an election. So don't, everything that you're seeing here, take with a grain of salt, because these guys are Even though they are in charge of the country, they're not legitimately in charge at all.
And there you have it. Mark Carney now sworn in as this country's 24th Prime Minister, and along with him, his first cabinet, 20.
His war cabinet is being sworn in.
Cabinet than what was there under Justin Trudeau. And with that, I want to bring back Chris Hall and Larry Turnbull to talk about what we saw today. You know, and I need to begin here with some of the...
We've heard enough. We've seen enough. We've heard enough. We've had enough. And now it's time to have a real election to where we are able to actually pick a real party and a real prime minister of our country, to have vote them in, rather, to actually be able to vote in, you know, like, and forget about the polls, Sandy, forget about the polls. We just want to be able to vote somebody in legitimately and not just have some people take over the power of our country here, and we didn't have anything to do with putting them in power, and now they're telling us what to do, right, Allie? Allie, exactly. Allie Miller, good to see you in there. Those things, oh, by the way, Allie, those, I think it was you that was asking that. No, I'm not sure if it was you. About the sink. The sink was normally, those were about a $350 sink for $150. I don't know if that was you asking about that. But anyways, over there on Facebook, good to see you there. Allie Miller says the demise of Canada as we know it. Yeah, we're in rough shape. Absolutely. We're not in good shape here at all. They've been installed, and yeah, they're not going to be great for Canada. Everything that you saw there is just the Liberal government. It's like if you're in the States, it's like, okay, you just saw that, let's say that Biden got replaced by Kamala, right? And then got voted upon, right? It was kind of almost the same thing, right? So she got installed down there in the States. He got installed up here. She's like running the country for a little while until there was a vote. You know, that's what's happening here. He's going to run the country for a while until there is a vote in Canada. And unfortunately, it is up to the government to call a vote. And normally, we should be voting in November. So normally Canada would call for a vote in November. So whether or not they're going to call for an early election here now because of this happening, it's up to the government. It's up to, you know, if they call Parliament. First of all, they have to call Parliament back. So when the hell are they going to call Parliament back so that people can actually discuss and or you know, force they can actually force a government if they would actually put a motion in and have a vote on it. But there again, if there is a vote on it, if you have the NDP in Canada voting with the Bloc and the Liberals, then they may very well postpone an election for an even longer period of time. But on the other hand, if the Liberals themselves can actually say, okay, we're going to call a vote, you know, so we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. It's a dicey situation here in Canada, but we're willing to work with the situation. Chat, what do you have to say?
Hey Tommy, hey all. 51 asterisk. Door knocker, I wouldn't be surprised if he did, LOL. You eat shit at Daisy. Bacon at $3.50/LB yesterday at local supermarket.
Okay, we'll leave the chat on for a little bit, and I'll be right back.
They do not have to call Parliament back. It looks like you have appointed cap on, or do you, Tommy? There's a reason Melissa Lantsman is in the position she is. Hope you're all doing well. 51st state soon if this crap keeps up. Tommy, did you skip civics? Brett, you don't know everything, okay? Daisy, I'll send you some of Minnie Jackson's chocolate pie. LOL. Maury can't saying anything about 51st anything are just pissing off Canadians even more, and going to make things way harder on yourselves. LOLG. I never claimed ton. To asterisk. Eat. My. Shit. Canada will never have another election that will just do this every time instead. OMG Brett is a broken record. OMGG LOL. I hate saying this but Brett definitely smarter than Daisy. 5-1 RST state will be Jefferson and no libs allowed. Gross. Did Daisy answer as to why Trump wouldn't place his hand on the Bible when he was sworn in? LOL. State flower, tobacco leaf. State song Indian outlaw. At soylent law milk nope. Dean LOL. I agree with Dean. Daisy way more talented. LOL. You're right. At Coast Cider she can out-fart Brett any day. Being a preacher's daughter and all, you'd think that would be important to her, devout Christian that she is.
Hey.
Daisy can
hey,
make
hit
me
that
laugh.
like button.
Brock is
We're only
only
at
funny
25
IRL.
likes. Come on.
See you tomorrow. Hashtag Brett is a women a booer. Such a holy woman. I don't think any American joking about CA being the 51st state would find it amusing if another country's leader spoke about annexing the US etc. A saint, really? Carney is not the first unelected prime minister in Canada. If Tommy knew his history, he turns it into a conspiracy. Robert, he won't address that. Neither will Sherry's. ABD, are you proud to be an American? I'm not holy, I do however believe in God. Tommy is ridiculously undereducated about politics, civics, history at Robert Sinclair. Gabbit, I agree with giving Daisy that pie. I having worm stew to help climate change. Does God believe in you, Daisy? Why wouldn't he place his hand on the Bible at Daisy? LOL. ABD, we all know you can only say what Brett tells you to say. His hand would probably burn and fall off soylent. Does God believe in war? Is Trump going to start a war? So many questions at Daisy. Exactly. Exactly, door knocker. LOL. Door knocker. Only if you had a sense of humor. Red Moma High. ABD, do you love America or Brett more? Americans would freak and lose it if another G7 nation threatened their sovereignty, annexation, and then waged economic warfare on them. They think it's funny to do it to other countries though. Hammer. Do Christians laugh at the misfortune of their fellow citizens who will suffer because of all the government slashing? At Daisy. Legit question. Are Americans at all worried that Trump is destroying their standing in the world? ABD, did you start liking Brock again? In Canada you don't have to place your hand on the Bible, even when swearing in during a court trial. Yes? Do you copy-paste the same comments? ABD doesn't like America, she should go to Canada for her future weekend love. GOOO Trump. Does Daisy respect veterans and the sacrifices they made for their country? Is she cool with her checks being cut? Sandy Yup. Everyone getting along today? He's acting like a madman. Hey, super salty.
Hey, super salty. Good to see you.
He sure is butterflies.
We're back in here again.
ABD is under the spell of a fake preacher.
Okay. Look at somebody's getting some food delivery. Not me, though.
A beautiful day.
Master
Did you start
there,
liking bread again?
Salty. Big ups.
Second term.
Good to see everyone.
GOOO Trump.
It's a nice
hello
frosty day out
hey
here today.
Master Troller.
Oh, what the heck is going on there? Looks like they're doing some
Master
survey
High.
work there across the street.
Hello Canada RV.
That's a surveyor
I
out
think
there.
it's all
See that
funny
guy?
at this point. Nothing is said and done until they put ill to paper.
He's looking for
and
a
that
pin
doesn't
or
hold up
something.
all of the time.
He's got a metal detector there looking for a pin or something, or doing some kind of maybe
yes, that door knocker.
underground
It's all very, very funny.
surveying or something.
ABD is butthurt removing comments. Taking American liquor off Canadian shelves will not hurt the American economy as long as we have Daisy drinking as much as she does.
Kit Kat.
Hi Tommy
Hey,
in
Kit
chat.
Kat. Big ups.
Destabilizing the
Knocker.
entire planet is so funny.
Lots of good people in the
ABD
chat.
the only member of the bread cult? Why are comments disappearing? Hello Kit Kat.
Comments are not disappearing. I'm looking at the chat right now. Nobody has been timed out.
Cam, calm down, honey.
That I can see.
I drink muxes.
So far.
Hey RV. Managed to catch a stream.
Not in the last
Mods
couple
can
minutes
fuck
anyway.
themselves. See how funny you think it is when American companies are losing money, people are losing jobs, and your prices all go way up on everything. Governor of Kentucky knows.
That's what happens. You
Yes,
got that
Mary
right.
Beth LOL. Good morning, Tommy.
Yeah, I
Why
want to
are
see what's
comments
going on
being
out there. There's
deleted?
something going on outside. Hang on.
Jobs asterisk. Unbelievable ESP since D removes more comments than anyone LOL. Yes, she removed my comments, many of them maybe D. ICE locked up a Canadian citizen from BC for 11 or 12 days for trying to cross the border from Mexico. I'm not laughing at you or your point of view. I'm here to poke at Brett.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
None of this is funny. RM, you're a liar. I removed one docs ABDKMA. How's American egg prices doing? The Bible at swearing in is strictly ceremonial in USA. The problem was Roberts rushed it and didn't wait for the family to all gather, including Melania. I don't see any comments being removed. Get a life and real hobby, door knocker. Get a grip on reality. FK your eggs. Great. ABD needs her wrench taken. Hey Edward Cam. The other countries are getting smart about Elmo Musk and his movement. You removed Brett's comment D. ABD grow up. RM, you're such a liar. He's a bully, ABD. Brett, the owner of Jack Daniels, said Canada is 3% of their business. Not a loss to them. Salty smiling face with hearts. ABD, stop attacking me. Okay, I'm grabbing it by the balls. So hold on. Hello at Brenda Bridge. LOL. You 100% are making jokes about Canada at Daisy who you trying to kid? Yes ABD I removed Brett's comment attacking Troy Ahmad. RV. Oh looks like I showed up just in time for Mod Wars. Not that one D. I didn't even see that one. Kiss off ABD. I'm standing up for my country and the best president ever. Fake Christian. D. Troy can handle it just fine if he felt Inca's attacking him. No one needs your lying or wrench abuse D. LOL. FDT. Daisy Trump. Canada's Privacy Commissioner has opened an investigation into X. D. We've been telling you to kiss off for months LOL. Oh keep crying Brett. Trump. Looks like everyone is having a wonderful day today. Good at Jim Nalgren. ABD must have missed the training day where you have to announce why you remove the comment. Brett retrain your witch. LOL. Mater. Trump baby. Liar liar pants on fire. Go kiss up to Brett your pretend man. Biden killed many chickens. Might take some time before we have more chickens to lay enough eggs to get things back in shape. Trump had added mood music to every chicken farm. Brenda. Mater hey. I didn't see any attacks towards me. Not that I would have even cared LOL. This is why I don't like Tommy's streams. Too many wrench abusing Trump cult mods that attack chatters. LOL Trump. You miserable wretches. SMH. Daisy is illiterate, she can only use AMC approved emojis to speak. Triggered. Doorknucker. Trump mega. Then leave Brett. Biden dead chicken cult. D don't remove her fake preachers LLL. Megas. Bye Brett. Hello at Tommy. I didn't attack you Troy. I simply stated that there have been no charges brought against Khalil for ICE disappearing him. No crimes, no evidence of crimes, etc. Weirdos. Brett I figured it out you are jealous of Trump cult because you only have one in yours. Oh gotcha. What happened to the red mama that was so nice in my channel until yesterday? Was it all fake? Hello at Brenda. Dow is off 7% RN. It's all fun and games for Daisy, until Doge and Trump cut of her Medicare benefits. The disrespect Tommy is showing to his country and leadership is a Canadian freedom. I heard there was, but not fully up on it, NGL. NBD. All fake. Salty. RV. Yes he is fake. Don't let Brett get you LOL. My disrespect is to the liberals not my country. RV Red Mama is very nice you know that. Tommy. I've been here for years thanks D, and the channel was better before all the Trump cult were given wrenches and decide to call people terrorists and attack chatters like D, Ron, Red Mama, etc. I Don. The Liberals in Canada, unfortunately, are disrespecting my country by doing what they are doing. Totally disrespectful to your country. I bet he is trigger messaging you right now. He knows that Kit Kat. Disrespect those liberals. Trump. A lot of Republicans have entered the FAFO stage once Trump's policies affected them. Salty. Brett, you were Tommy's worst mod except for Ditch Pig. All of us have been here. Brett acts like he started Tommy's channel. Type 1 in the chat if Brett should have a wrench. Fake preacher still crying about wrenches cause he doesn't have one. What do you call an obese psychic? A fortune teller? No. 5. Hell no, Tommy. And Brett has nothing to do with anything, JS. No. 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 It is time for an attitude era. We've been dealing with you thugs for a while now. Isn't there some liberals in this chat? Besides Brett. I turned my wrench in here for reasons. Too many Trump cultists and trolls that cause too many problems. I won't be part of any mod team that has the likes of D and Red Mama as mods. Ever. ABD shouldn't either. Tommy, he has one already. ABD had one, same thing as Brett having one. Imagine calling people thugs, after making several threats to beat people. See. Thanks for proving my point, Salty. Dumb Brett, I'm not a mod. RV, you sure licked up all Brett's propaganda yesterday, gross. ABD uses her wrench for Brett. Daisy GTSY Trump. ABD has always respected the wrench to all I ever seen. I pay for Tommy's entertainment. ABD does only what Brett tells her to do. True door. The right calls me a left. The left calls me a right. I think y'all are crazy playing dumb right vs left crap. That's the problem, not a solution to anything. This channel is too small for even one mod. Good morning, Master Troller. Have another drink, Brett, you aren't making any sense. What's your point? Really didn't think you had one. ABD does use her wrench for Brett. D, you're lying, lol. If that were true, all your comments attacking him would be gone, lol. RM liar, lol. Right, ABD, lol. Wine on ABD. I bet he has the same creamy treats talk with ABD broken record. ABD used her wrench on me when I asked her on Brock's channel whether she wanted to rise from self-abuse. Brett has another side piece. ABD is a fair modimo. D, you're such a liar. The biggest problem I have with you. That you're one of many liberals in this chat? People fighting over mod stuff so ridiculous. Daisy. It's Friday, I think I'm going to have a scotch and you who? Little oral alarm clock, Brett. ABD, I have plenty of problems, WU. Weak woman allow abuse. Like IGAFD, lol. Creamy treat wake up call is all ABD is interested in. Weak PPLI. ABD is attacking mods. Not me disrespecting the liberals, I just read the statement in here that said it. POO. I don't give a F what you think ABD, you allow abuse. Y'all think Tommy is stupid, LOL, he can read chat. These Trump cultists truly are filled with nothing but hate and propaganda drivel. ABD terrorizes Tommy chat. Trump is destroying our economy and this is all you people have to talk about? Just another day in Tommy temper chat partying face. I wish ABD could see the pattern of Brock's perpetrating blows to her ego. I've never seen ABD abuse her wrench. I'm going blind reading this garbage. Tommy cannot read chat, that's why he needs the text-to-speech. Yes, he reads chat and sees you attacking. Brett, you have nothing to say to anyone about hate. Pathetic. ABD, that's rich coming from you. When you start having an opinion of your own and not what Brett tells you to do. Sorry, but that's a fact. Thank you, Troy. That's right. Can't we all just get along? Except when she's mad at me, Troy. Brett, LOL. I'm away from my computer, but I'm on my cell phone. Personal attacking distraction from finding the truth, that's the psychological damage. Brett, that was at other channel, LOL. ABDYW, just calling it like I see it. Sad when you can't even recognize you're left. I don't see any leftist calling you a conservative. When will chat wake up and realize they are the real LOL cow? FFS milking for years. ABD drags everyone into her lack of self-esteem issues. Another. OMG POO. Brett did a Hail Hitler sign? LOL, that's what it appears. We get 70% of our oil from Canada. If the tariffs go into effect March 2nd, gas prices will rise exponentially. Brett, LOL. Exactly, salty, and he spews lefty propaganda. I'm just sitting here listening to the stupidity, and jarring up my weed. Wow, POO. Good point, Destroyer. RM House Paul and his swastika flags doing? Y'all good? But ABD chats in TC and still has a wrench, but Betty's gets taken away. Hypocrite Tommy. Best conversation starts with cussing. It's March 14th. ABD does as she is told. ABD, careful with that weak people lie, your fake preacher boyfriend is listening. Stop attacking ABD. Red Mama, did you fix your messenger yet? ABD needs to listen. No preaching, it's not Sunday. Red doesn't have a swastika flag. Are you referring to the Confederate flag? LOL. They are showing their true colors, LOL. AMC, hello. You hate Trump. You are fighting for Palestine. You hate God-loving people. You believe men can have babies. That puts you on the left side. She's just like Brett. If you can't see the con, you are the mark.
We're back.
Hammer.
Okay.
Not yet, but can you email me? He showed it on stream before y'all were together, Crystal.
Let's grab the link here. We're going to
Hey there,
copy the
AMC.
link. Drop the link.
Wrong, Brett. Super salty. Excalty.
StreamYard link. StreamYard time.
https://streamyard.com/xx22
Can a mod pin that link, please? Anyone that can pin that link?
It was a Confederate flag dummy. Daisy hit Aya Darling.
And we'll have a panel here. Maybe that would be fun.
Robert, that is true.
To have a bit of a panel.
Show a screenshot, Brett. Milking chat for 400 years with all the LOL cows in chat.
You got that right.
I'm still looking through maps to find Palestine. You have to pin it, Tommy.
Oh, okay.
Mods can't pin links.
A mod can't pin. Okay,
The Confederacy was abolished.
I wasn't sure what mods have the power to
Resounding L to Brock being a mod.
There we go. Got
This is the USA.
There.
We can't.
Looking good.
You're a good guy at Tommy Temper.
Thank you very much.
Red Mama, is it on your FB page?
Good cat. Appreciate that. Yeah, well, some people just come in here to rag down on me,
you threw up a Hail Hitler sign then, right, Brett?
To,
LOL,
just make fun of me
even Tommy laughing
whatever.
in your face chat.
Or to just say, oh, Tommy Temper, you don't know anything, or, you need to be educated in civics, whatever. You know what? I know just enough about politics to be dangerous, Like, I know who's in charge, I know what kind of a job they're doing, and I know whether or not they should be there and whether they're a great representative for me, because I don't ask for much out of government. All I ask for is just to have a good life. Madeline, hey Madeline, good to see you. Madeline in there. So much banning. Tommy mods are out of control. Yeah, there's no banning going on at all there right now. The only one that was banned there that I took out of the tank there was Destroyer was in there. How Destroyer got in there, I don't know. Pooh Scissors, you were in the tank there. I'm not sure. There was maybe somebody else there that I pulled out of there. But everyone else that's in my tank that's banned is, like a name, like a hyphenated name, like somebody trying to make fun of me, something around me, or maybe make fun of Brett or Queenie or whatever. People that have their names in their screen names. So those names are still banned in my tank. Carl was banned. Carl was banned a whole bunch of times, but I unbanned you there, Carl, if you're watching. So, Carl, I don't mind if you chat in the chat here. I don't care. But I'd prefer that you don't dox me in other people's chats, that's all. So that would be a good thing. Okay, we've got the panel link up there. I think everyone can see it. So if anyone wants to come on the panel and have a bit of a chat or something, I don't really want to have somebody sitting up here for 10 hours on the panel or whatever, but if somebody wants to hop up and give their opinion or something for anything that's happening here today so far, we'll see what happens. If need to take a night school in civics. Well, what is it that I need to understand? What do I need to understand, Tyson, that I don't understand? I understand how government works. I understand that you put people, you surround yourself when you're installed in government. You also install other people all around you that are going to be people that support your topic, whatever you're trying to push. You don't want to have people around you that aren't in unison with you. I don't know. What else do I need to know? I need to know that we're in trouble. I need to know that what the Liberal Party has done in Canada is not in my best interest and not in the best interest of most Canadians out there. The only people that think it is in the best interest are people that vote Liberal. They don't give a shit whether they're doing a bad job or whatever. If you're liberal, and you're going to vote Liberal regardless of whether they're good, bad, or indifferent for the country. Myself, I like to pick somebody or a party that's going to do the best for our country, just like in the States. You guys picked Trump because, considering the two choices that you had, well, Trump was obviously the best choice. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to know that. And likewise, Carney is actually the worst choice for Canada. So we didn't even vote him in. And he's actually running our country, and he's the worst choice for our country. He's a globalist. We don't want, globalists are passé. Globalists are, 1990, 2020, or 2020 or before, okay, up to 2020. But I think everyone has kind of figured out that globalism is not the way to go. And actually, if you embrace globalism, then it's probably going to take your country down because you won't be able to afford all the bullshit that you're going to have to pay for, right? Carbon taxes and stuff like that. Like Canada really, really, really got sucked bad into the globalism thing because of guys working behind the scenes like Carney, behind the scenes of Trudeau, who was pushing this whole globalist climate catastrophe thing. And just remember, they first started out with global warming. They called it global warming. Then they called it global cooling. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Where they changed their tune, where they go, oh, hang on a second. The world is actually not warming up, but it's actually cooling down. So we're going to change it to global cooling now. Oh, and then after that, they these guys are just so ridiculous that they then came up with the thing. No. Oh, we made a mistake. It's not global cooling. It's we're back onto the global warming, but we're not going to call it global warming. We're going to call it climate catastrophe, right? And look behind me. 17 degrees below zero in Canada, March the 14th. Where the hell is the global warming? I certainly don't see it. I don't see it. It's not behind me. It's not in front of me. It's not in my face. It's not when I walk out the door. I don't see it. All I see is just a bunch of rhetoric, right? And a bunch of people trying to collect some money to try and save the planet, on the backs of us Canadians and Americans and the people of the world. Meanwhile, there's people starving in Africa. Why wouldn't you be more worried about feeding people, putting food on their plate, rather than trying to take money from our carbon taxes and stuff like that? And I don't know what the hell you're even doing with that money that they're collecting. What is they never do tell us what they're doing with the carbon tax money that they actually collect. But it's not making my world any different. I still see cold out there. And, if you want to make the world cooler by collecting a carbon tax, I'm not for that because it's already too cold where I live, right? I'd like to see it a little bit warmer where I live. Maybe where you live in the States, and maybe you wouldn't like to see it getting warmer because it's hot enough. But at least up here in Canada, where we're collecting this tax to cool down the climate, I don't know that it's a great thing. It's not great. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening out there in the chat, but we don't have anyone coming up the panel. So, with that being said, I think that I'm pretty much had it for the day here. I just came on streaming, but I've been on here for a little while here already. Let me see how long here. 2 hours. We've been live for 2 hours, so I'm going to kill the stream here now. I'm going to say see you all later. Take care. Maybe I'll come on here later and do a panel, but I'm going to take a bit of a break here right now, and we'll let you guys carry on with whatever you're going to do here for your day. Have a good day. I'm going to maybe go out and maybe go for a little bit of a drive around town here and see what the countryside looks like with this big snowfall that we've had here, and see what's happening. But otherwise, I literally have 7 to 9 feeds of protest at Trump Tower. What are you doing? Oh, really? There's stuff happening at Trump Tower. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on.
My body, my choice. My body, my choice.
Oh, my God.
What does that mean?
My body, my choice.
Oh, my God.
My body, my choice.
Yeah, are you sure you want me to be listening to this? Come on.
You're not having sex for a month? He doesn't like...
Oh, no. The women are not having sex for a month because of Trump there. My body, my choice, and all kind of crap like that. Holy shebang. Holy mackerel. Let me see what's going on here today. Yeah, you got lots of stuff going on out there. Yeah. No, well, like I said, I just wanted to show what was happening in Canada here with the Parliament there, and that we have a new prime minister that has been not elected. I was going to say he's been elected. He has not been elected by anybody except his Liberal Party, right? 150,000 Liberals elected him to the Liberal Party. So he's instantly being adopted as Canada's new prime minister, to the chagrin of the rest of us here that didn't vote for him. So we need to do a little bit better. Yeah, check out the stuff going on in the States there. I might come back up here again. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to stop the stream here at the moment. And yeah, I'll let you guys figure out what you're going to do there. And we'll bring her back on here again. 71 people in the house here. Thanks a lot for watching the stream. Take care. Stay out of trouble. And if you can't stay out of trouble, name it after me. Name it after Sandy Foster. Okay. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now. I have to stay in the picture because this ends up being the thumbnail. I don't do thumbnails, by the way. You guys probably noticed that. So I'd rather have a picture of me sitting here as the thumbnail rather than the birdies in the background as my thumbnail. But anyways, take care, everyone. Stay out of trouble. Woohoo! It's going to be another nice day in the neighborhood. Bye-bye. By the way, they took away the this, I don't know, what is it, $6,000 bonus or something that you get when you buy the Tesla in British Columbia. Well, the British Columbia government took that away. Go figure. So you don't get a deal. Brandon Mitchell, big ups. AMC. Edward Camp. Everybody in the chat. 7-3. Thanks a lot for the super chats. Colette Cat and Lou. And see you all later. And yeah, I'll take a civics class, okay, Tyson? That'll make things a lot better. That'll be good. So everyone, be nice to everyone out there, because it'll come back to haunt you if you're not. Whoop, whoop.